Hello everybody, welcome back to the Mania World Cup 2024. This is actually going to be the very first round of the finals map pool. We have two powerhouses of teams, Philippines versus Korea in this matchup. And Korea now in the losers bracket as C2, losing out to Thailand, and Philippines seed 4, very closely matched teams, beating Hong Kong. And I mean, this is going to be a very close match. I am Eliminate, joined by the none other Mashed Potato. How are you doing today?
I am doing good, and here's just one nugget of lore for you guys here. So the last time these two met was in 2022, and it went down to tiebreaker where South Korea beats Philippines by, get this, 295 points. And this year as well, it's going to be even closer with just how well-rounded both of these teams are. I think this is very likely to go into tiebreaker if things goes how I think.
Yeah, and so they beat Hong Kong and they also beat Malaysia. And I mean, they've already made it really far in the losers bracket. And if we just take a quick look at the semi-finals statistics, these scores are so close. I mean, South Korea win on some Bryce and some LN, but then Philippines win on the other ones. Honestly, for either of these teams, I don't think we have any idea who's going to pick into what.
I agree as well. I think, my rough idea on this is that South Korea is going to pick on more skill cap picks. They have players like Nad and GEX, who has extremely high ceiling compared to the Philippines side, while Philippines are going to pick something more comfortable for them. I think they have the better accuracy. I think Philippines, if they can play it, they definitely can out accuracy South Korea, but it's going to be interesting, and we're going to see an Osu original being banned here, SB2 banned from South Korea, and they're actually going to protect Rice 4, which is going to be the Korchak pick.
Korchak, I think when we compare the Korchak pick from this round to last round, it is almost 10 BPM higher, and even the patterns as well, much harder. The maps are much more anchor heavy. But besides that, we see Philippines and South Korea both opting to ban those SVs.
Whoa, they're going to pick straight away into Rice 7. This is going to be quite a wildcard pick from the Philippines, actually. This is... I think... I don't know how to describe this. This is like Jack heavy, kind of similar to Rice 4. But instead, it has like a lot of like patterns in between there that just makes the transition super difficult as well.
Yeah, I totally agree with what you're saying. This map does feel kind of like a Jack map in disguise, but otherwise it's got a lot of one-hand trills mixed in there. But yeah, I mean, with South Korea protecting Rice 4, Philippines choosing into Rice 7, I'm not too sure. But I guess this can actually like weigh the path forward if they do manage to take this pick. Maybe then South Korea won't be so confident on their protect, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see.
And I think for Philippines, the lineup actually is going to be the same throughout the past few weekends. It's going to be Valeria, Livet, and Forkin. This is their A team for their Rice lineup. And on the other hand, we see South Korea also picking a somewhat similar lineup. So we're going to be seeing Nad, GX, and Squirtatris as well in here. So as expected from both teams, and MP starts already coming in. So here we go, straight into the first map in the first match of this weekend in the finals weekend.
It really is something else to have a full lobby of all recognizable names. That just really shows the caliber of this lobby in general, and all these players are capable of setting really good scores. But this is going to be the first map, and immediately right off into that trill, everyone hitting it very nicely, and I think this accuracy is going to be very close up until the misses start to come out.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to see more than 2 FCs in any of these teams. This map is... I think it's quite easy to act in a way, but it's just the pattern is so disgusting. The transition as well. It's going to get a lot of clean misses, and yeah, we can see right now 4Ken and GX trading misses to each other, but South Korea still have a slight lead, but Valeria picks up a miss there.
Yeah, these misses early on into the map. This map is 2 minutes long, mind you, so it is relatively short, but this map it just keeps going. It does not end. And 5,000 point lead to Korea already on Philippines' first pick. We have 1 full combo versus 2 on the South Korean side, but more misses are prone to happen. That was only the start of the map.
Dad, what are you doing, Dad? Wait, I didn't realize Dad is holding 99.5 accuracy right now. What?
Very crazy score from that thus far already, but we still have half of the map left to go. And this was 5,000 point lead towards South Korea, but it's already down to just about 3,000 now. I think Philippines are taking it on the accuracy side, and there is definitely still more than enough time to get it back on accuracy alone, but Forken finds that miss.
It's all the combo now. Square Tetris does have the lowest accuracy in the lead in the lobby right now, but it's all about the combos. You're still seeing 2 combos to 1 right now, and actually South Korea is leading now by nearly 10,000 points. This could be disastrous for the Philippines right now. Valeria picks up Anonymous. We might be seeing a breakpoint straight from the start of the match if things continues to be like this.
12,000 point lead. There's not really much you can do at this point unless South Korea find very devastating misses towards the end, but it does not seem like they will have that. And that with the 99.93% on the very first map of the pool, that's definitely a score to get you started. V1 double S.
What? That is disgusting ratio. That is higher than 1 to 20 ratio. This is Finals Rise 7. This is not an AK map anymore.
Yeah, and I mean, shout out to Valeria and Livet as well. Also very close to that V1 double S, but just shy of the mark. And South Korea already using their timeout, so maybe need to take some time to talk things over. But I mean, like we were saying, I do think this map is a Jack map in disguise. So it's not really surprising to me, I would say, that South Korea are managing to take that pick, especially when they've chose to protect Rice 4. I think Philippines have definitely got a shot at some of these other maps.
Yeah, but I think actually if Philippines did manage to hold their misses together, I think they would have actually out-accuracy South Korea, because Square Tetris actually had like quite a rough ratio, but he did full combos, so you know, we're at the stage now, it's all about the full combos. Maybe not too much focus on accuracy.
Yeah, that is definitely something that can trip players up. When you focus too much on the accuracy, misses are much more likely to happen. So I think Philippines, like we were saying, I think if they just don't focus so much on accuracy and just take a little bit just to make sure that they hit these notes, so they get a little bit more combo, yeah, for sure. I mean, they can definitely take these points off South Korea, and that was already, just accuracy alone, way too close. And when you look at South Korea as, I mean, even just as a seed 2, right, you'd expect them to be having insane, unbeatable scores and whatnot, but that is just not the case at this level. And in 2024, these things changed, and Philippines, after losing your first breakpoint, I would not give up any hope at all.
This is still really early into the game, and of course, and knowing how this match could go, I think Philippines could definitely just take back one breakpoint here and there as well. This is any picks right now. There's no sure pick for South Korea. There's no sure pick for Philippines. Just seeing how stacked both of these lineup are, there's always a chance of fumbling a potential pick and giving the opponent's team a breakpoint away. I think South Korea is just waiting for one of their members to get back. I'm just looking at the entry link right now. I think everyone's here, but maybe they're just trying to get some of their members just a bit more warmed up or so. Maybe they just got back. It is a tactic that is often used.
Yeah, definitely a chance that is the case there. But what do we think South Korea are going to pick? Do you think they're going to pick LN? I think LN may actually be what South Korea go for, just to test the waters a bit. I mean, they have already got that breakpoint, so they can do this if they're willing. But then also on the back of winning Rise 7, but no, it's a hybrid.
This is scary. This is very scary. Like, based on past last week performance, South Korea and Philippines did not pick hybrid. So this is like a short alpha dark right now.
Yeah, hybrid was avoided. But hybrid 3, I mean, even I am surprised that South Korea managed to pick this, because I think this map is, I mean, it's a bit dumpy, right? But it's obviously LN, and I just don't think it's really that physically demanding in comparison to the other maps in this pool.
I agree as well. I think this is quite an interesting pick from South Korea. This is more like technical accuracy in a way, with a lot of flam patterning as well. It's more about trying to hold your accuracy together with a lot of abrasive Allen releases and staggered releases as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how South Korea performs on this. It could just be that they have performed really well in practice and believe that Philippines may get a bunch of misses as well, as we've seen in just the previous pick from now.
Yeah, and like you're saying, just because the map isn't really physically demanding in comparison to some of the other maps, the patterns are still tricky, are definitely still chokeable, and yeah, it really does just come down to these misses, as we will most likely be seeing throughout the entire match. It will just be these misses.
Yeah, that is for sure. And we're actually going to see two substitution from the South Korean side, and two substitution as well from Philippines. Citra and Amigi coming in, while Livet stayed. Oh no, sorry, it was Plana coming in for Philippines. So only one substitution for Philippines.
Yeah, and this is the slight build up for the map. South Korea do have a very slight accuracy advantage there, but I actually don't think that is the case. Everyone does look very matched, and we're now just getting into it. These flams and low speed sections in between Forken, the first one to find the miss in the lobby, but with a 3-minute chart, that might not be the seal in the deal already. Still much left to go.
There's so much more patterning waiting. There's so much more chances to miss as well. This is still too early to call. 4,000 points is the difference right now, and they can still get back by just pure accuracy alone. You can see that actually South Korea does have a bit of an accuracy lead, but it may not last for a long time. We can see the Allen releases is just all over the place right now. It's so easy to get a 200 out of nowhere.
Yeah, and I mean, besides that one miss we've seen from Forken, everyone else is still managing to hold on to that full combo. These speed sections, everyone's just getting through it like it's nothing. Plana finding another miss on the Philippines side, and South Korea still looking strong with their triple FC. Livet trying their damnedest, but there is still half the map left. These things can still happen, but this is not a very good lead to give to South Korea. Livet finds the last miss on the Philippines side. South Korea with their triple full combo.
Yeah, it is 3-0 right now, and a miss on Citra, but it's such a clean miss right now. They need more misses from South Korea. South Korea just needs to continue miss and miss and miss if the Philippines want to get this back. But Forken with another miss, it's still really clean right now. So they still have some sort of chance to win this back, but they need it now. The destiny is in South Korea's hand. Citra does have a miss, traded by Forken.
He's traded miss back and forward. The Philippines want to manage to take this point. They're all going to need to full combo the rest of the map. The Citra did find those misses, but they are all traded by Forken, and Nad and IBE still holding on to their full combo. Citra with another miss. There is 12,000 point lead towards South Korea, but it doesn't seem like it's going to go back every time South Korea gets a miss. It is traded.
Yeah, this deadly duo of Nad and IBE is just showing up in full space right now. Still 99.6% full combo is making the difference right now for South Korea, and they might actually take this. We're heading to the end of the map, and I don't think there's much more to say about this, and that is the second point for South Korea. They have consolidated their breakpoint, and that is 2-0 for South Korea, and what a performance from Nad and Abby. Such clean score right there. 12 200s, 10 200s for both of these players.
And I mean, what's incredible to me is that Nad and Imigi, their scores, are both outmatched by Plana and Livet. If those misses did not happen, Livet and Plana would both have higher scores, right? And this is just what we're going to be seeing throughout this match. It really does just come down to the misses. If there were no misses in this lobby at all, Philippines would have taken that point. Yeah, things can still happen.
I totally agree with you. It's just that Nad and Ivy just managed to was just so consistent right now. They hold the combos together, and that was the difference right there between South Korea and Philippines as of right now. Now for Philippines, I don't know what they should pick. Maybe something like, oh, they're calling a timeout. I think this might be a good idea. Maybe some of the players feeling a bit nervous. Those misses were really clean, so it could just due to some sort of nerve issues. So maybe the captain Silueska else is calling a timeout just to rest just a bit. I'm expecting an LN1 pick from Philippines.
LN1 maybe on the board, and yeah, timeout. That has both timeouts used after only the second map has been played. So no more timeouts after this. If any of these teams want a break, they're not gonna get it. So, but yeah, I mean, Philippines, LN1, I can definitely see that. The LN1 is the timing hell map of the pool. Very hard to act, but also thrown in the mix are some very dangerous one-hand trills, just scattered throughout the entire map, and I think that is definitely chokeable. But for sure, if they do have that practice on the map, if they know what to expect and are confident they can hit those patterns, maybe definitely, you're right, a good pick for Philippines.
I don't know what else is there to pick. Rice is just a bit too risky right now, seeing how South Korea performed, but yeah, seeing Philippines live, they do have the better accuracy. Maybe they can pick something more straightforward, like Rice 2, which could be a potential pathway for Philippines.
Yeah, Rice 2, or maybe even Rice 3 even. Rice 3 is quite similar to Rice 2 in the jump stream aspect, but I think it's mainly just there's not really many breaks in these maps, and with Rice 3 being very long, having no breaks can definitely be a decider there.
Yeah, I think Rice 3 this time is a huge step up. I think out of all the maps in here, I think Rice 3 is the biggest step up compared to the last week pool. We saw, I think it's like a 20 BPM, no, it's like 18 BPM increase from last week round. So it's just a whole different level on its own. So maybe using past performance wouldn't be too much, wouldn't be too useful here. I think it still works, and they're actually going with LN4. I don't mind this. I do not mind this pick.
Yeah, this pick is just another one of those high density picks, but it has got a lot of releases as well, and it's also very streamy in that fact as well. So yeah, I mean, Philippines, LN1, LN4, I mean, to be honest, we've not seen any of these LNs come out yet. This is actually the first LN pick that has been picked in this lobby. So they really could just pick any of these and kind of see how it's going to work. LN4, LN1, I would say both of them are good picks.
Yeah, I do like to say LN4 is like, as you said before, it just has everything in there. So it provides a good testing waters as well to see how South Korea performs on these sort of LN picks. Maybe they struggle with specific patterning, so maybe there's someone from the Philippines team just watching how South Korea performing this as well.
Yeah, I want to go back to what you were saying earlier as well about the BPM increase. When we look at the previous map pool and then we look at this round, a lot of the maps have been increased by around 10 or even more BPM. And a 10 BPM increase is very significant. The finals pool is already so much harder for in comparison to the semifinals. So it does actually make sense. We cannot blame these players for getting these misses on these maps. These maps are very difficult.
Yeah, but it just makes a full combo, which is even more impressive right now. And we can see Silueska else doing a captain call right now, trying to motivate their team just to get back on their feet.
Yeah, I mean, they're 2 points down, but it is just one break point. So yeah. they can definitely get this back, but they will need to win this pick. This is their pick. If they manage to give this to South Korea already, 2 break points down, and it's South Korea's pick, that would not be very good. I think there's a lot on the line for Philippines with this one pick.
Yeah, that's for sure. We'll see how everyone performs. We're going to be seeing Else coming in for 4can instead, and I think the South Korean lineup stays the same with Nad, Abdi, and Citra. While Philippines still seeing Plan and Limit staying on as well. So quite similar lineup, and the inter right now is still quite close. Edward's accuracy is still above 99.7 Limit, and she's just hovering a bit below, but there's still so much more on this map. This is still the beginning. You can see there's the technical patterning to coming in right now.
Philippines already have the slight accuracy advantage against Korea, and this is what we were talking about. Philippines do have an accuracy lead, and IME actually finds the first miss of the lobby. This is, I think, the first time we've seen this in this match. South Korea finding that first miss, giving a really large lead to Philippines already in this 2.5 minute long map. But still, not even halfway through the map, a singular miss from the Philippines can trade it back, but they still have got the accuracy. I don't think even one miss would be enough.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Everyone's on Philippines actually above 99.6, while on the other hand, ME and Nat is just struggling just a bit below 99.5. Citra is having an accuracy, the highest accuracy in the lobby right now, so they're holding South Korea together just a bit. You know, hoping for a couple of misses from the Philippines, but they need to happen very soon. Here we got a bit of a speed up section. Going to... Oh, L's missed right at the end of that pattern there. And that's going to push the lead just slightly towards South Korea. I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough just yet.
Yeah, I think that was a relatively safe place to miss. It's definitely not a place that you'd want to miss at, but that was definitely safe. Silverscale's back above the 400 combo cap, and they still have the lead by over 1,000 points. There's a core of the map left. Addy miss Conchita. Silverscales finds another miss. There is not long left of the map, but the ending does get hard. Citra trades it back. It's just going back and forward. If Philippines manage to hold on to their combos, I think they'll take it on the back of the accuracy.
Oh, but this is the most densest part of the map. There's so much miss potential in here right now. There's quite a lot of accuracy drop, but no one's dropping the combo. The score is flickering. Silas has missed. Plata misses. This is a huge team collapse from Philippines. Oh no. Disaster from Philippines right there. Citrus just pick up a couple of misses, but that is not enough for Philippines, and that's going to be another breakpoint for South Korea. That is disaster right there for Philippines, as I said before.
That was so close right to the very end. Philippines, it looked like they were holding on strong, but then Silvas could find that miss at the break, and it was going towards South Korea, and then South Korea find the trade back, and oh my goodness, right until the very last quarter of the map. That was very back and forward, but ultimately Philippines find those misses at the very end. What more can you really do? That was kind of the nail in the coffin for that map right there, and now it's South Korea's pick, and as we were saying, being 2 breakpoints up, not something you'd want to have this early on into the match. Philippines still need to get their first point on the board, and South Korea wasting no time, going straight into their protect, Rise 4, 162 BPM Jack map.
Yeah, I think this is such a good pick for South Korea. We have Nad, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing GEX coming in as well, and maybe potentially Salutation, who's a really good Jack player. And Philippines, we're going to be seeing a similar lineup. Valeria coming back as their designated Rise player. I think we're going to be seeing Salutation potentially. I remember he's pretty good at Jax. Not sure about how well he can scale up to this BPM at 162. We're getting to a point where it's no longer becoming a comfortable accuracy map anymore. This is now more of a role skill pick now.
Yeah, just looking into this map a little bit, this map is not that dense. It is mostly jump jack, but the main difficulty comes from the amount of long jack and very uncomfortable anchors throughout this entire map. And then, don't even get me started with the amount of streams mixed in there as well. There are some weird trills and just stream sections, so that could definitely throw you off, especially in a jack map. That is a theme that we have seen throughout this World Cup so far, with those stream sections being able to throw players off, and that is where I think people will lose most of their accuracy if they haven't already lost it throughout the high BPM jacks.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's like probably MWC staple, and leave it with the first miss, traded by Nat straight away. Ooh! A bit of a struggle. Valeria does pick up a miss. Leave it also picking up another miss. Maybe they're not uncomfortable with this BPM right now. Leave it now is down to the 99%, low 99%. We can see how uncomfortable Leave it is right now at this BPM.
Yeah, misses right at the very start, and okay, Leave it finding another one. This is already a huge lead towards South Korea in such a short map as well. We're going to need some really bad misses, but all players getting through the streams thus far don't seem to be very phased by those at all. We did see some accuracy drops, but still, South Korea are taking the accuracy side of things in the back of GGX on 99.95 already. Still holding on to that forehand, finding the last miss from the Philippine side.
It's now was it? Technically, nearly free FC not had a bit of an early drop there, but his accuracy just climbed right up to 99.84%. So practically not even a miss anymore at this point for Nad. And this is why they protected Rice 4.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of no surprise that South Korea will be taking this point by storm. I mean, they have got some very good Jack players, as they're demonstrating right here in this point. And yeah, Philippines just finding those misses, but GGX still at 99.94, not really dropping any accuracy. I think he's still maybe even V1 double S-ing.
No, you're seeing another V1 double S on another South Korean player.
998.
Not team score. Wait. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
NAD 83 300s, GGX 87. What are these scores? They can still have that good of accuracy on finals Jack maps.
Yeah. And actually though, with GX and NAD's ratio combined, it's basically nearly match of Valerian. This is just extremely high accuracy for these two players. This is why these two players are so dangerous for the South Korean team right now. They are some of the top players, and they can just play anything they need to play. And Philippines is actually going to pick LN1. So yeah, it's just as we predicted. They're going to pick either LN4 and LN1, and they're going to be picking LN1 here. This is going to be your bread and butter LN release hell, similar to that of Talent Shredder and number 39.
Yeah, just as we were discussing LN1, LN4, and LN1, I think after seeing LN4 and how Philippines have definitely got that potential to take this point by, I mean, even 10,000 points, they have got a lot of potential on these maps. After seeing LN4, I would like to see Philippines get their point on LN1. I mean, 4 points down, 2 of them break points. It is still possible to get back into the game. It is still possible. We have seen it throughout this entire match that these points can be very close. I think the only point thus far that hasn't been close was Rice 4, the map that we just seen. But that was kind of expected. Every other map in this pool, Philippines have got that chance to take.
Yeah, but they need to start right now. This is kind of one of the picks that I think is more favored towards Philippines, considering how well their LN accuracy is compared to South Korea. We can see right now, Yi and Nad struggling just a bit with below 99.4 accuracy. On the other hand, we see Philippines, everyone's holding above 99.5, 0.6 accuracy even.
Already very good start. As I was saying, that Liva and Silver Scales both finding misses, giving an early lead towards South Korea. But this map is 3 minutes, 22 seconds long. Very long in comparison to the rest of the maps in the pool. So maybe it's not going to be point defining too much, especially since Philippines can build up that accuracy and really just take the lead back.
Yeah. I would say this map has around 6,000 nodes in here? Oh, sorry, combo in here. So yeah, a miss wouldn't make too much, but they need to stop the bleeding right now. For the Philippines side, Els is struggling just a bit more compared to the rest of the players in here. Now her accuracy is down to 99.3%, way below compared to anyone else within the side of South Korea. South Korea has not dropped a single miss yet.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen multiple misses from Silver Scales, was finally traded by Citra, but we've seen multiple misses from the Philippine side, but the score doesn't seem to be increasing all that much from the towards the South Korean side, and that really goes to show how good Philippines' accuracy is. When we have misses from their side, and I mean, Livet, for example, still above the 99.6, they're still in the game, right? 10,000 points, it was 12. We need to see a few more misses from South Korea, but we're only just now halfway through the map.
Well, yeah, no, this map is just never-ending LN release patterning right now. There's no breaks in here, so there's gonna be some stamina problem coming in right now. Yi with another miss. Now they're down to 1 FC only. A comeback is potentially on the cards right now for Philippines. The score is down to 7,000 points. Here's the guitar solo. I think there's gonna be quite a lot of misses here. There's such tricky patterns here. Citra with another miss.
Yeah, those one-hand trills, as I was saying, this is very... The one-hand trills can throw people off, and we did see it from Citra there. Now the score is only 3,000 points. If everyone in this lobby fill combos, I think Philippines can take it back. There is still more than enough time to take points based on accuracy alone, but it does seem to be very matched. I'm Yi, also finding that miss. It is Plata versus Mad right now with the double fill combo. I think it is very even. Less than a quarter of the map left. This could be anyone.
Oh, what used to be a 10,000 point lead now shrinks down just 1,000 points. It is so close right now, but they just need a bit more. Some more accuracy drop from South Korea could be enough for Philippines, but they need to happen as soon as possible. We're reaching at the end of the map. Less than 10% of the map is remaining for this L1 pick. Not with a miss! Wait, the score is going right back to the Philippines right now. They need to hold together. Everyone's still holding, but Plata misses!
Oh, Phil combo's down in the lobby. Now it's only 1,000 points. There's only a few seconds of the map left. We're going to need to see a singular miss from South Korea, but it does not seem like that's going to happen. Oh. Okay. South Korea did take that point. That did not go back to Philippines right at the very end. But oh my god, Philippines, they were so close to being able to get that Plana with those 3 very devastating misses towards the end. I think if that was a 1-to-1 trade, Nad and Plana, I think Philippines would have taken that. That was right until the very end. That did seem like Philippines were holding on strong and were definitely able to get that. But unfortunately, just barely, just out of reach.
Yeah, it's just really hard to watch right now. Philippines, they could have they were taking the lead. The comeback was so possible. We thought it might have been over at one point where South Korea was holding free combo to none against free combos to 1 at some point, but Philippines slowly gained their lead back. But it was just so unlucky that the misses just happened at the end for Plata.
Yeah, and it just goes to show that Philippines, there's still life left in them. I mean, 12,000 point lead towards South Korea, and they brought it back to only 1,000. I think they even took the lead back ever so slightly at one point. So it really goes to show they're still capable. And immediately going into Rice 5 Fireball.
Oh no, this is going to be scary. This map is good. This map is just, when I saw this in the replay, it's only 1 minute and 30 seconds, and it's such an abrasive tank map. Like, a miss in anywhere in that map could be like a 10,000 point swing for another team.
Yeah, and all the bursts as well. It's got some very high BPM stream bursts, and this is constant throughout the entire map. And then yeah, also mixing in that tech element as well. And even on top of all of that, the ending of the map gets crazy. I would be very surprised if we see anyone even full comboing the ending, especially under like these stakes and everyone having nerves. I would be really surprised.
I would be quite surprised as well. This is on a level on its own when it comes to the patterning. There's no other Rice map in this school that is in a similar patterning that is Rice 5 here.
Yeah, and I mean, just look at the map length, 1 minute 32 seconds. This is a very, very short map. I think it's just this map's gonna be over before we know it.
Yeah. I think it's all about it's all about the mismanagement right here. Trying to get the miss count as low as possible. Trying to get as clean of a miss as much as possible, because with these sort of patterning, it's so easy to rush it and get a lot of bad judgment straight away.
Oh, for sure. Especially on a map like this. And already we can start to see what's ahead of us, and this is only these rolls, these streamy patterns. This is consistent throughout the entire map, and South Korea do have that early accuracy. Never mind.
Ooh. Oh wait, what? Oh, Citra down to 99%.
Yeah, that was a huge accuracy drop. I mean, 4,000 points towards Philippines already in such a short map, and also finding that miss at a somewhat slower section. I mean, I think this score lead towards Philippines it really does not show anything, because you think 11,000 points, that's a lot. It's not. When this map is only a minute long, 12,000 points, it could even just be one miss.
Yeah, for sure. Could just be one dirty miss away from the score going right back, and the ending's not even here yet. 4Ken missing on the ending of that tank section there. There's still a bit more. The ending's approaching. I think that's the hardest part of the map. Everyone needs to hold together. The score is just still on Philippines side just a bit.
If Philippines can hold on to all of their combos, I think they can take it. It's only a few seconds left. 2,000 points in the Philippines side, but Valerian finds that miss. It's going to flip back to South Korea, and South Korea did not find any misses to trade it back. It is at the very end of the map again.
No, Nat, no, you did not just do that. There is no way you just did that. We talk about how hard this map is and how a full combo is impressive, but you just decide to get a V1SS 996k. What are you doing?
And not even that. There are 3 full combos in this lobby, and we were talking about just how hard this map can be. In such a short map, it is so much difficulty cramped into one, and 3 players full combo it, 2 from the South Korean side. And Philippines, that did look like they could have actually got their first point on a breakpoint as well. That would have been the start of a potential comeback there, but just as we keep seeing, it's always at the very end of these maps. And I mean, now Philippines do have their next pick, but if they won't even get to tiebreaker, they're going to need to do a reverse sweep.
And I think this is just so unfortunate. The score right now is not representing how this match has gone so far. This could have been 3-3 if it had gone to Philippines side. We saw, like, the last pick, Philippines could have won it, LN won, Philippines also could have won it. They had the lead right at the end, so it did happen for LN4 as well. Philippines could have won all 3 of those picks, but it's just a miss where it happened. That was just the undoing for Philippines. Just a miss at the end, the team collapses, and now they're going to pick with their LN3, a Hail Mary pick, preventing a sweep potentially. I'm not liking this pick for Philippines right now. This is an extremely high skill cap map.
I definitely do agree. I'm not too sure if maybe this is the best pick for Philippines, but I also don't think it's a bad pick. This pick is... I would like to say that most of the LNs are very short. It kind of plays like a rice map until the very end. That's when it starts to get more dense and the LNs become longer. And with a map only being 2 minutes long, I think this is kind of like the average of the map length we've seen so far in this tournament. I mean, there is still definitely so much room for teams to find these misses.
Yeah. It's not over until it's over, and Philippines could be potentially starting a comeback right now, but it needs to start here. It's now do or die for the Philippines side. We're going to be seeing 4Ken actually going to be playing an LN map. I feel like this is the first time we've seen Philippines playing an LN map. I've casted like 4 Philippines matches already so far, and this is the first time I've seen 4Ken in the LN lineup, and we need to see 4Ken performing on their A game right now if they want to get a point on this match.
Yeah, as I was saying, that does just kind of play like a rice map until the very end. There's just some slightly longer LNs chucked into the mix, but overall it's kind of just like a jump stream long note map, and South Korea do have that early accuracy advantage. No misses are found, but just on the back of 4Ken's AC drop down to 99.3 is giving the lead towards South Korea there, but ultimately they can still bring it back. This score lead is so insignificant, especially when IB finds that miss as well. Not even halfway through the chart. It's still very early.
I'm getting so scared for Philippines. This feels like the exact script for the past couple of picks for Philippines right now. Philippines has the lead, but they need to hold it together until the end. They cannot let go of their lead at all. You can see, right, South Korea is just breathing down their necks right now with less than a 1,000 points difference.
Everyone hits that index trill. I was expecting at least someone to miss on that, but we do see all full combos, and it is slightly going back towards South Korea just on accuracy alone. And this is the ending of the map where it gets more dense, and Livet finding the first miss in this section. There's still a core left of the map to go. 9,000 points. It is kind of getting significant. We're going to need to see some misses traded back, but do we see it?
Oh, it's still getting denser and denser. This is the last part of the map, but leave it. Drops down the accuracy. That's such a dirty miss right now. It's now a near 20,000 point lead for South Korea. Someone needs to break completely in this section for Philippines to take this back. Nat does have a miss. Another miss of Nat, but I don't think that is enough. We're approaching the end. I think this is the end for Philippines. Still a bit more of the map left. Nat breaks again.
But yeah, that will be it. We did see some misses towards the end from Nat. If we didn't see those misses from Levet towards the ending of the map, those 5 misses from Nat could have really been it, ultimately. But you look at South Korea, their accuracy, their 200 count, they're really sending a message with this pick. And that will be the game. South Korea winning against Philippines 7-0 in this losers bracket match, ultimately being Philippines are out of the tournament, and it's really sad to see them go because both of these teams are very good, very talented players on each team. And 7-0, this match did not feel like 7-0. If I had not seen the results from any of these scores, I would have said that the score right now is 4-3. It was that close.
I do agree as well. There are so many chances there that Philippines could have won on any of those maps. Unfortunately, just South Korea just being so much more consistent right here. You can see right there, Nad and GGX they're just so consistent on so many of the picks. We saw, was it 3v1 SS from these two players alone in this pool. So they're definitely sending a message. Potentially going to the podium. They're one win away from the podium. They're waiting for the winner of, if I remember correctly, China versus Chile. That is happening in a couple of hours. But with that, do you have anything else to say, Eliminate?
I mean, congratulations to Korea for winning that match. I was not expecting it to be 7-0 in the slightest. When we look at the semifinal scores, it seemed so balanced, and like I said, it is very sad to see Philippines go. But yeah, Chile versus China, 2 hours from now, so make sure you guys show up to that, and I guess that'll be it from us.
Thank you, and bye-bye.
It slipped right through my fingers. It slipped right through my fingers. You said never let me go. It never worked out fine. I watched it fall away.